All right, now, the Supreme Court was supposed to hear the matter of the Gyanvapi mosque today. The Gyanvapi mosque administration had approached it for an urgent hearing. So we're given to understand that that has begun. The Gyanvapi mosque administration essentially has asked for a stay on all proceedings in the lower courts over this. To remember that the Supreme Court earlier had declared that the Wazukhana area had to be sealed and there could be no there could be nothing carried out in that premises. Let's try and go across to our correspondents on the ground to be able to get a sense of what's happening right now as far as the Supreme Court is concerned. Now, do remember that the Muslim side had gone to the Supreme Court asking for an urgent hearing in this. And we were told earlier that it was at 2 o'clock that the Supreme Court will hear the matter. But I think things have moved forward from there on now. And we'll get Madhurima live from outside the Gyanvapi mosque to understand what's happened. Madhurima, give us more details of what's happening in the Supreme Court right now.
The Supreme Court has inquired about what's happening at the survey site, and they have come to know because the Muslim side has said that they are
breaking the structure. They are taking out bricks, they are collecting samples, and that they have no time to approach the High Court, because the first thing the Supreme Court had questioned the Muslim side, asserting that why did you not go through the High Court and why have you directly come to the Supreme Court? To which the Muslim side said that they did not have the time because the ASI officials reached here at Gyanvapi Mosque, and at the same time that they have begun taking samples, that they have begun the digging. I beg your pardon, but the Supreme Court, after inquiring from the ASI, has just observed that they have spoken to the ASI officials and not a single brick even has been moved. Only videography and photographs have been taken by the ASI officials. So this is what the Supreme Court has observed. Now what the Muslim side was initially expecting, that they will ask the Supreme Court to give an interim stay in the matter till the time they could approach the High Court, because they said that they had to rush to the Supreme Court now because they had no time and they had the only option of moving the Supreme Court. But at the same time, the Supreme Court has now has inquired from the ASI, and they have made it clear that they have not even touched a single brick. Only videography has been done and pictures has been clicked. So now we'll have to wait and watch as to now will the Supreme Court stay the entire survey that has begun, because like I have been pointing out since morning, that today it's only about analysis. They are going to take videographs, that they are going to take the pictures, and in the end they are going to determine the fact how and what would be the best scientific method to further their cause of conducting a practical survey where they will be picking in samples that will be later on examined by the experts to determine what the petitioners are claiming. So all that needs to be gone. Now we're just waiting for what the Chief Justice of India has to say after inquiring and making that very crucial observation, Nupur, that the ASI has not tampered with the structure at all. So we're taking you to the visuals. At the same time, you can see that we're reporting since morning from outside the Gyanvapi mosque and bringing you these live visuals where the survey is underway, the videography survey is underway, as we were pointing out that the GPRS technology is also being used. The finest scientific methods are being used, so that contention that has been made by the Muslim side at the moment, asserting that they are tampering with the structure, falls flat as the required, and the ASI has categorically mentioned that they do not want to, that they have not tampered with the structure and only videographic and photographic evidence has been taken. Nupur.